we be the hottest on the scene. Gemstones from the dust. Big dog, pretty leash. Where's the love in the streets? Pour my heart on the beat. See that blood on my sheets. Yeah, when we ready, me hit it heavy. I zoom out the pride of my people already. Tell my sit Ellie, me I'm just sharing my journey. I'm thankful that people they hear me. Tribe of Joseph, I'm ahead of the bunch. P5, I was starving for months. A running cut team, but on my pockets, me need my DNA. Baby for lunch, but we call me a star before BBC. Don't take a lot to get rid of me. Me and them don't get the same. Me and them don't get the same. Oh, I died, I'm gonna know the name.
It's week 11 of the National Football League. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Bears and the Falcons. All that and more coming up next.
The weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather. And we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Chicago Bears and the Atlanta Falcons. Hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin along with Charles Davis. And Charles, we take a look at this Falcons team as they enter play. They come in mired in a brutal stretch right now. Losers of 8 straight games.
Can you imagine going 2 straight months without winning a game and still trying to hold it together?
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Atlanta sending its offense out for the first time, and for the first time since 2008, it's a rookie who will handle things at quarterback. Out of Cincinnati, the third-round pick, Desmond Ridder.
And the numbers were not pretty. I mean, they don't look right. When you throw 2 interceptions, no touchdown passes, there's no way to really make that work. But I thought there were a lot of positives in watching his game tape. I think he's close to putting out a good performance. Let's see if he can flip those numbers around in this game. And, of course, rally his team to a win.
Beginning on the ground with Patterson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Holding, offense.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Patterson, he'll try it up the middle. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding, offense.
So a decent gain there on the play, but that all gets wiped out with a penalty.
Well, that's a setback, but all the good play callers, they just move on. They find something else in the playbook. They can attack this defense, and they go right back on the offensive on this play.
And he'll take this one up to about the 13. In on the tackle, the former All-Pro Chris Harris. On second down, a run with Patterson. Give him 5 yards on the run there, but it'll leave him with a definite 3rd and long on the horizon.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Now flags come flying in. One of the Falcons moved early.
False start, offense.
Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Still 3rd down.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. They'll set up a throw. That's going to be caught by C.J. Board. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. First and 10, it's Patterson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Falcons at 2-8 now in the year, and they come in mired in a brutal stretch right now, losers of 8 straight games.
Could you imagine being in those coaches' rooms right now? And you remember the old expression, there's no such thing as a bad idea? That's really true right here. They're searching for any idea, anything that can galvanize this team and find a victory and get them out of this losing spin.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. He'll look to throw. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. And the Falcons are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. Well, do you want to unpack that one, or do you want me to?
You're the boss.
We get the interception, then really he's just too loose with the football on the return, and he coughs it right back up the other way.
I've seen this happen in an NFL game, and boy, did it cost someone. San Francisco at Atlanta a few seasons ago. Atlanta throws the interception. San Francisco runs it back. Game is salted away. Fumbles on the return. Atlanta gets it back, drives down, kicks the game-winning field goal.
How about that? And a crazy situation we just saw there.
Ready, set. Right, 52.
Straight ahead, Patterson. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. On first down, going back to Patterson. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. He'll look to throw. This one left side caught by Patterson.
Well, this offense will definitely utilize him as a weapon out of the backfield because he was close to 100 yards receiving a week ago. So they will try to get him the football in space as they did right there.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Back to throw. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he is going to have a Falcons first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Watch out now. 50 series. Okay. On the ball. Ready?
Back to the ground now. Patterson. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. It was Matthew Adams who got him down on the defensive side. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Back now in Atlanta, second quarter action. The Falcons with the football as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go.
Come on, set.
looking to throw. Zacchaeus here hauling it in. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Oh, he's got his tight end Pitts complete. Ritter on target to Pitts for a Falcon first down. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Bears are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
On first down, it's Fields. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now it's Fields. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Carlos Dunlap, the Florida Gator, chopping his way to the quarterback.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you're doing a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. And the Falcons grab it. And they've got it just 2 yards away from the end zone. They'll have it 1st and goal here from the 2-yard line.
Well, that's the down and distance coaches always talking about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long. And you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him. Sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did, yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
Patterson is going backwards as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. He'll try again. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Cordell Patterson, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Falcons post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. Back to throw, Fields. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now a 1st down throw, Fields. Caught here by Griffin. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. They'll go option on 2nd down, right side. That one will go for 9 yards and a 1st down on the keeper. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Fields on 1st down. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Richie Grant. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And now they start in plus territory following that turnover as they'll try to get some points here before halftime. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he rifles one incomplete.
I'll give them credit winning that first snap and forcing an incompletion. They're hoping that'll deflate the offense a little bit if they took the field charged up after taking over after a turnover.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Man open his board, it's complete. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Back to throw now on 1st down. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Here's 2nd and 8. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
Koo knocks this one through the post, and that will extend their lead even further. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guarantee.
Now a hit and a loose football. And the Falcons say they have it. They do. So we're at halftime here in Atlanta with the Falcons out in front. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things starting to get interesting in this final weekend before.
Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the 3rd quarter and continue this midseason contest. All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this 2nd half. This one fielded at the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Holding, 82.
So already not the best to kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalposts. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out with field position at the least.
They're going to be stopped up on this first down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap, Fields. Flushed out right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to... And he's taken down. Back in his own 7. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. A CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
Yeah, that's when we turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
And if you're wondering just how quickly that sack occurred, the next-gen stats tell us 2.6 seconds is all he had to throw the football. Starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. 1st down, and they'll start with Algier. Now they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for, a really good change of pace back.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A right side run with Patterson. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Justin Jones there on the stop. And they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Back to throw here. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good, and the lead will hold at 10.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down. A free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
Here's Fields. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Fields. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. Touchdown, Bears! Dante Pettis, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Santos with the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. A drive there of just 4 plays, and the end result is a Bears touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Falcons to take over on offense. It's no secret they have been struggling big time. They've gone 2 months without a win, 8 straight losses. But right now, they do have the lead. Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ritter gets them ready. at their own 25-yard line.
Now Patterson to start the drive.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
2nd and 2.
Short throw caught by Pitts.
5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter.
3-3.
On 1st and 10, it's Algier.
And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the fourth quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand they're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
They'll look to throw.
Short throw caught by Pitts.
They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it'll leave them with 3rd and a full yard to go.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And he's going to have a Falcons first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
You can really tell right now both sides have amped up the aggressiveness. That time the offense winning the aggression battle.
And the defense was obviously aiming for the football, maybe a little bit more so than the runner himself, and that's why he was able to break through and get the gain that he did.
Complete to Zacchaeus. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Patterson running between the tackles, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball.
On 2nd, here's Algier.
And he's going to take this down close to a first down at about the Bears' 21. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Slot man moves right. And they'll send the slot in motion left.
Algier will try to pick it up.
And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around a training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
17. Let's go, Charge!
Here's a give to Patterson.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Cordero Patterson
second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Falcons are able to build on to their fourth-quarter lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that was a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And the capper, a 19-yard touchdown run. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So now Fields and the Bears down by 10, 2:15 remaining. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. A good first down call as the screenplay gets him 9. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Fields. Dancing to his left. That is caught. It's Dante Pettis. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. We knew he was close to the line of scrimmage, and they say he stepped over.
When you see him in that position, you think he's become a runner. As a DB, you start to react towards the line of scrimmage. They can often throw it over your head.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Back to throw. Fields. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
All eyes on Fields. Now they go screen. It's complete. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now Fields. He finds his man, complete. That's Griffin. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 39. Now here's a throw. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Over the middle, complete. It's Griffin. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Holding, offense.
Usually see those guys out wide get called for holding on running plays. Here, a passing play.
Yeah, sometimes when you get this quick screen, bubble screen, anything where they're having to block for their fellow receiver, usually at the point of attack, and this time he got caught.
Here's Fields.
Griffin's got it, middle of the field.
And he's going to get this down near the 25. Meanwhile, Fields' throw there complete to Mooney.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
Fields on target to Mooney. First down, Chicago. Again, Fields. Flush to his right. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed. And in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So with under 30 seconds to play, this is the game right here. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, a run with Patterson. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Again, Patterson. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll give it to Patterson, and he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. Algier going straight ahead, and he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the